especially an African-American man, used the...
Okay, got it. Carl Winslow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, Nakatomi Plaza was taken hostage. Several people were killed, including a coked-up stockbroker.
I had to go into witness protection after this. I moved in next to a very nerdy kid.
Also, a guy with rainbow-colored hair and a 69 tattoo on his face.
Very weird.
I said, what are you doing in witness protection, bro?
By the way, notice they got the Butch Dyke cop also behind him because they wanted a black guy and they wanted a gay person.
That was Hannah Gadsby.
Good morning, everyone.
I thought that was Nanette behind him.
No, she has a tighter 5 than Anna does.
By the way, one of the funniest things I ever heard in my life was Nick Mullins said that Hannah Gadsby looks like the angry concrete block from Mario. Sorry, it's so off topic.
She does, though.
So does this lady.
The Womps.
Just like Hannah. Yeah, the Womps.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't remember what it's called. It's the angry concrete blocks from Mario. The Womps.
Everyone, before I get started on why we're here, as I look out into the crowd, I just wish that the families of gun violence in this city got this much attention, because that's who really deserves the amount of attention.
Well, to be fair, maybe if you had less than 75 shootings an hour in Chicago, we might cover it more, Guy.
One shooting every hour and one homicide every 3 hours.
Yeah, so let's be fair, Guy. We don't have the resources to pay attention to all of your murders. Maybe, I don't know, ease up on the fucking gun restrictions. You'll have less murders. You'll have a shitload more justified shootings for a little while.
Yeah.
But then it'll quiet down.
Well, I mean, I think he was pointing out that the media's covering this more than actual real crime in Chicago, which I agree with.
I understand that.
I get the SJW messagey part is kind of shitty, but you know what I meant.
But my point is, when a guy is trying to start a race war in America, that's national news. Black people being shot in Chicago is Chicago news. You understand?
Right.
So you're getting national attention because your guy fucked up, one of your citizens, majorly. I'm sure the people of the citizens of Austin, Texas, after all those mail package bombs that were getting mailed out, I'm sure they wanted to have a discussion about the poverty in Austin, Texas, but we didn't care about that. We cared about the dude mailing nail bombs.
And Lupe Fiasco could not be reached for comment.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He
never gets anywhere on time because he skateboards everywhere in his 40s, so he never gets there,
He's always kicking and stepping.
Yeah, kick push, I believe.
Kicking and pushing, yes. Sorry.
Giving to this particular incident. So this morning, I come to you not only as the superintendent of the Chicago Police Department,
but neighbor to famous nerd Steve Urkel.
But also as a black.
I do not want people in America to be distracted by the fact that I have Nanette behind me and also Walter White from Breaking Bad.
Really
not
does.
pay attention to these facts, folks.
Man who spent his entire life living in the city of Chicago.
Man, somebody pointed out this morning, but does that lesbian behind him have a thick neck? That is a thick neck lesbian.
It's like Beaker, dude. She really does look like Hannah Gadsby. It's really bugging me now.
I know the racial divide that exists here. I know how hard it's been for our
She's so angry. She just wants to crush Mario with her head.
She's really mad.
With her spiky blocked head.
Somebody, super chat, just want to say hi, everyone. Thank you, Stefan. And then Condo Dory's Xanax Fund, $2.
City and our nation to come together. And I also know the disparities, and I know the history. This announcement today recognizes that Empire actor Jussie Smollett took advantage of the pain and anger of racism to promote his career.
Well, that's why he has Colin Flaherty behind him.
Yes, that's why.
I guess I forgot to laugh.
Hanging my head and asking why. Why would anyone, especially an African-American man, use the symbolism of a noose to make false accusations?
Because he wanted attention, because he wanted a raise. Like, we've already figured this out. I understand what you were trying to do, bro, but the facts came out very quick in this case. So now it's like, why? would a black man use a noose as a symbol to get attention, dude? For the same reason everybody else does. For the same reason that if you know why he did it? Because if he fucking spray painted a Star of David on him, well, I guess in this case it would have made sense. He's half Jewish.
He's half Jewish.
But like,
he's a real Lenny Kravitz.
he really is a regular Lenny Kravitz. But you know, there are certain things that don't make any sense. I can't spray paint a Star of David on me and then be like, I got jumped. Why? Why did they spray paint a Star of David on you? The noose works, dude. Because, you know, get it? Black guy, nooses. That's why he did it. You fucking retard. Because he's not creative or good. That's why he did it. God damn.
The lesbian cop from Danny Saint looks like when Will Ferrell used to dress up as Janet Reno.
That's really what it is, though.
Yes.
That or John Goodman's Linda Tripp. But either way,
Yeah.
it's not an attractive look.
It's not a good look.
How could someone look at the hatred and suffering associated with that symbol and see an opportunity to manipulate that symbol to further his own public profile?
People do this literally all the time.
You know, Mike was saying before the show that he's been sending that hate hoax, the Daily Caller hate hoax thing, to everybody.
I posted in the comment section of everything now. It could be a key lime pie recipe, and I'm like, yeah, well, all the hate crimes are fake.
It's fucking very weird. Who's doing it on marriage proposals?
Exactly. Hey guys, I got good news. Karen said yes. And we're thinking we're gonna get married in the springtime. Yeah, but what about all these bullshit hate crime hoaxes, though? Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Also.
It's a beautiful ring.
Baby picture.
Yeah.
Somebody's baby being born. Yeah, well, hopefully it doesn't grow up to be a hated minority in a country full of hate crime hoaxes.
Tommy's first steps. You know, the first step to stopping the racial divide is stopping all these hate crimes.
Oh, nice dog whistle. His first steps towards progress. Yeah, I get it. I know what you're doing.
Take this link.
You son of a bitch.
Control V, enter.
That's when you need to unplug from the internet for a while. You go, just give me a couple days. I need to stop going on fucking poll.
Oh, fuck.
How can an individual who's been embraced by the city of Chicago turn around and slap
Brooklyn
everyone?
Nine-Nine episode is
in
so
the-
boring.
Fucking really. When's Andy Samberg going to do something? Oh, that's Andy Samberg behind him. So
He looks terrible.
it doesn't look good at all.
the city in the face by making these false claims. Bogus police reports cause real harm. They do harm to every legitimate victim who's in need of support by police.
You know how terrible your city has to be and how shitty your city has to be when you're a landmark city in America and they didn't even 9/11 you guys?
That's a good point. Because you guys are so in the middle of nowhere, and, you know, it's like,
No, I mean, one of the planes was like halfway to Chicago before it turned around and went back. It could have went to Chicago. It's just you guys murder each other in record numbers every day. Why bother?
And investigators, as well as the citizens of this city. Chicago hosts one of the largest pride parades in the world, and we're
What does that have to do with? Why is everything nowadays is like checklist of pandering? We love Jewish people and gay people in this city. We have the largest pride parade. And did I mention how much we love Jews? Man, we love Jews and deep dish pizza. Like, we get it, dude.
And here's the thing. This morning I watched this live. I was with him up until this point.
I like pickles on my hot dogs and Israel. Like what?
we're proud
First off, that's gross. Israel?
of that as a police department and also as a city. We do not, nor will we ever tolerate hate in our city.
You tolerate it all the time. The gangs hate each other and they kill each other. And
There's one thing here in Chicago we do not tolerate. It is violent crime.
That's right.
We don't fuck around when it comes to violent crime here in Chicago.
Whether that
Somebody comes and goes, hey, I'm sorry, Chief. Like, shit's shifted through paper. Whoa, seriously? Every 3 hours? Holy shit, we need to do something about it. Press conference is over. We got work to do. Holy shit.
hate is based on an individual's sexual orientation, race, or anything else. So I'm offended.
I like that he couldn't think of anything past two. Sexual orientation, race, or like whatever else.
Or recreational canoe making.
However, we
What?
will still allow people to commit violent hate crimes against people who stutter. 'Cause that shit is annoying and whack.
By what's happened, and I'm also angry. I love the city of Chicago.
We know.
And the Chicago Police Department, warts and all. But this publicity,
By warts, again, he means 685 homicides last year.
Also, we have a horrible HPV epidemic here in Chicago, so I literally meant warts and all.
This
Literally and figuratively, warts and all. This guy's not very. Cops are never very smart. They have a cap. They have an IQ cap. Nobody ever. They don't want a cop with over a 90 IQ. They're like, all right, you're going to start asking too many questions about why we're sodomizing this minority with a plunger. We don't need people asking questions.
scar that Chicago didn't earn and certainly didn't deserve. To make things worse, the accusations within this phony attack received national attention for weeks. Celebrities, news commentators, and even presidential candidates weighed in on something that was choreographed by an actor. First,
In fact, the citizens of Chicago were so heartbroken at these accusations that they almost couldn't murder each other for like an hour. And then they realized that, you know, if we didn't go back to doing what we do best, which is murder one another, the terrorists win and Jussie Smollett wins. And we're not going to let that son of a bitch tear this city apart. Now, if you excuse me, we have bodies to scrape off the sidewalk with GSWs.
You know, Mike, I think it might be time to dust off the police cop sketch. I think we need a new one. We need to go after Jussie Smollett.
I think it should just be where we go and immediately get shot and killed.
I love it already.
As soon as we step off the plane. How did they get a gun in an airport? It's Chicago Airport. They're literally, you can buy them at the Hampton newsstand. It's right next to the USA Today. You get a Glock with a fucking, you get a high point pistol with the fucking serial numbers fucking filed
off. Yeah.
next to the Newsweek and the Snapples.
Smollett attempted to gain attention by sending a false letter that relied on racial, homophobic, and political language.
And the
that
homophobic
didn't-
stuff was all right.
It was fun with that.
I'll admit that.
Work.
I have a gay son I haven't spoken to in years. So I understand that part.
Matthew Littlejohn says, we all knew it was fake when we heard about it, but we didn't know he would get caught. This is a good day. Thank you for the super chat, $20.
Yeah, it is a good day. It's a good day for anybody who thinks that they can get away with this shit. They'll think twice about it. It's a good day for people like us that did not necessarily think we were going to get a win here. I know people that are like, but the damage has been done. Yeah, I get it, but we caught the guy. The damage could have been done, and we could have not caught the guy.
Right.
So he got caught. So this is a good day.
Smollett paid $3,500 to stage this attack and drag Chicago's
Those Nigerians
reputation.
flipped on him so fast.
$3,500 he paid, and those I was going to say those guys, because here's what I read. They're not, as of right now, they're not pressing charges against the Nigerians, and you want to know why? Because this is my guess, and you know what this is. Listen, I understand he paid you money. How about this, though? How about we don't press any charges, but give us all the info? Because they got him because of those guys.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So
And then they went, okay, Luke, the man gave me $3,500. Tell me get somebody. We beat him up at night. You're like, all right, cool. And then just go rest.
and
the gay guy.
that's the cop. Wait till you hear the Nigerians
Why
talk.
are you gay?
And then they eat the poo-poo.
The man come to me. He say, I have a money, a television career. So I take money. We beat him. We say Trump. And now here we are.
Someone goes, is that a Jamaican Nigerian?
Oh, well, then you try it. You know? They're never satisfied.
Through the mud in the process. And why? This stunt was orchestrated by Smollett because he was dissatisfied with his salary.
It was all because he wasn't getting. You know how much he was getting?
Wouldn't you have lied about your fucking motivations?
Do you know how much he was getting paid per? Do you know how much?
$20,000 an episode.
No.
But That's I heard it was.
It was $65,000 an episode. I just read it before the show. He was getting paid $65,000 an episode, not $20,000 an episode.
I was mad at 20.
Yeah, $65,000 an episode.
That's a good chunk of change, dude.
Yeah,
How many episodes a season? What do they probably do? 12?
I think 10.
10? So that's,
I think 10.
I mean, that's over $500,000.
That's a
to do a show. And by the way, that Empire, you think that show is filming all year? That's a quick bang of some money. You filming for what? A couple. And he wasn't.
he wasn't an A-list character.
Yeah, I know he was on the main cast, but he wasn't required to be there at every shoot either. You had a good gig, you fucking retard.
That's a lot of money. Now someone goes, "Good luck getting scale now."
So he concocted a story about being attacked. Now, our city has problems. We know that.
Yeah, your pizza's terrible.
We have problems that have affected people from all walks of life, and we know that. But to put the national spotlight on Chicago for something that is
But something else other than, again, the horrible, horrible murders.
I still just have this image in my mind of him go, we don't tolerate that sort of violent crime. It's like, Chief, we have the highest murder rate in the country. It's us in Baltimore.
How?
It's us in Baltimore. Basically, it's just us in Baltimore. It's just like, oh no, I've been lied to. I've been listening to I've been listening to the officers underneath me, and they have been telling me we've had no violent crimes, and I just believe them.
So then they brought this guy to kind of walk us through. Now I want to point something out. Remember yesterday when everybody was making fun of us of the Chicago accents? It sounded like Fargo.
Yeah, the one who tell you when he
Okay,
talks
guess
like
what?
this over there.
We want an apology. Wait till you hear
I told
this guy.
you guys.
Wait, we want an apology.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Edward Wadnicki. I'm the commander of the Area Central Detective Division.
Thank you.
I'm here to answer questions.
Look, I'm here to answer any questions you might have about the gay black fella that, of course, embarrassed this entire city. And I'll tell you that right now.
So you see over here, you see Sharon behind me. She's a bulldog, right? She saved my marriage.
And now I know what you're thinking. There's a lot of people with the press that are saying, as a gay black guy, he's going to have a great time in jail. But I can assure you that even the gays have a rough go of it once they get, drilled out like a stud in the wall to hang a painting.
And yes, we even brought out our Officer Down Syndrome Tyrion Lannister standing behind me with the mustache. He came out for this press conference as well.
Usually when I slap the cuffs on a black gay guy, I'm just overwhelmed with warmth and joy in my heart. But this time my joy was really diminished because of the black stain on our great city of Chicago. And I'm embarrassed for all of us.
By the way, this guy's my favorite guy on the planet. And then he really, the more he talks, the way more Chicago he gets. Watch.
Okay, the boss just corrected me. Please forgive me. I'm supposed to go through the timeline of our investigation.
it's okay.
I love this guy, by the way.
So here's where we are. As you all know,
This gay black
on
guy.
the early morning
Keep
of
saying that.
Yeah,
Just keep
the
saying.
gay-
I want him to keep putting emphasis on gay and black.
The homosexual black.
I really can't stress enough how gay and black this guy was. What a danger.
I want to say it was exactly 50-50. He was as black as he was gay.
I always say these light-skinned ones are the ones you got to keep an eye on because they're more uppity.
Sharon knows what I'm talking about, right, Sharon?
Oh, fuck.
Looks back at the dyke cop. Right, hey, Sharon, tell him you're one of those homosexuals. Tell him we treat him well here.
Yeah, seriously. Stop looking like Nanette standing behind me like a fucking vulture.
Sharon and I both go to the same barber.
Yeah, Sharon gets her hair cut at the same place as that queer kid stuff person.
Sorry, come on, man. This is come on. This is a real
Queer
story.
cop stuff.
Queer cop
You got a
stuff.
website called Queer Cop Stuff. It's all tactical gear, but like for fucking lesbos. Oh yeah, we got fucking.
Somebody this
We got
morning.
Kevlar, but we're room for your big fat tits.
Somebody this morning said that she looks like she has a picture of Ronda Rousey in her locker.
Probably doing a kick, doing a high kick on
Yeah.
a bag.
I tell you, you know, she's great in wrestling and she's also great in the MMA.
I make special Kevlar vests just for lesbians that are made with extra room for your big fat lesbian art teacher tits and your extra flabs. Because we all know all lesbians are fat and gross.
Come on, back me up here, Sharon.
Please see Nanette now on Netflix. She's the one who looks like the angry block from Mario. All right, guys, come on.
Take this seriously.
Stay on topic. This is a serious issue. This guy's stoking the fires of hatred.
February 29th at 2 o'clock in the morning, Jussie Smollett reported that he was the victim of a hate crime. Detectives responded to the
Oh, by the way, real quick, just I want to address
Do we
something.
need that many cops here for this?
S rank in the chat goes, stop pausing, Jesus fuck. Hey, guess what? Beat it. Nobody cares. We're being funny. You could leave. We're having a good time. Sorry.
Yeah,
incident.
we're not gonna not pause this so I can't. What, you want me to not do my lesbian fucking
Yeah, what do you
Kevlar
want?
vest
What do you?
bit?
Because that was a good
You're a
bit.
fucking retard.
Nobody else is doing that.
That was a funny thing, and you're, can we watch the press conference? It's widely available everywhere, please.
This guy really does have an Ellen Page hairline, doesn't he?
This guy's acting, but that guy's acting like we're the only ones. We have the only copy of this video here in the studio,
Yeah.
and you're being deprived of watching a government civil press conference. Because, dude, it's not even an exciting crime. Like, a fucking if the top 2 levels of the Sears Tower blew up, I'd go, all right, shut up, let's listen. What are you talking about? Lesbian Kevlar vests is way more hilarious.
By the way, within a week, there'll be a new lesbian Kevlar vest in the chat room now. That's going to be a new name. Watch.
Extra room for the tits.
All right, let's Okay, let's do it.
Somebody said New York is gay Chicago. That's pretty funny. I'm from New York, and that's really funny.
Gay Chicago.
Oh, shit, that's funny. More like white Chicago.
Grateful Head says, super chats, you're getting a closer to our accent now. You'll get there. Okay, so I love that the people from Chicago
Well, I
are
think
correcting
the
us.
more we put the emphasis
Yeah.
on the gays and
Yeah,
the
well, the
blacks,
homosexuals.
because they are the real problems. Let's be honest. This city 100 years ago had a lot less of both. And let's be honest. I said, let's be honest. Lindsay, relax. back there.
calm down, Sharon.
Don't file an HR report on me, okay, sweetheart? And I meant that. I say sweetheart to everyone. Relax, Lesbo.
But you know what? Knowing Chicago, she's probably ballbuster. She's
probably
fine
the
with
worst
it.
one of
yeah,
all of
yeah,
it.
she is.
Yeah, you grabbed my cock the other day.
Yeah.
She's, you know what she is? She's like, remember the show Oz? Remember the really gross female CO that was like banging all the inmates and stuff and bullying everybody, but she would just change in the locker room with the dudes? That's who she reminds me of.
Ian says she looks like the receptionist in Monsters Inc. That's fucking
that's very
funny.
good.
Very good. OJ's White Bronco. He was making that Sullivan's and Son money.
and interviewed him eventually at Northwestern Hospital, where he reported to us that the two offenders yelled racial and homophobic and political statements.
This guy doesn't know how to be PC, so his
whole brain is
you know how
shutting
he's
down.
struggling.
Yeah,
the homosexuals and
The two individuals who, like it's everything with this guy. They were making homophobic remarks, or however you say it. I don't know. I don't have any gay people in my family. They beat that out of us at a very young age.
At him and beat him, put a noose around his neck, and threw bleach on him. and then fled from the area.
Now, personally, I thought this was hilarious. Okay, I was high-fiving people. I thought it was really funny. Back me up, Sharon.
Also, I mean, considering this guy was leaving a gay club, you know, you would think when that smell hit his nose, he wouldn't have assumed it was bleach. You know, being a homosexual man and all. Fucking guy.
We learned at the time that Jussie was not hurt, other than scratches on his face.
All these
maybe
cops
some
here at this
bruising,
press
but no
conference, and somebody's right now is getting shot.
Yeah, you're right. That's a very good point.
broken ribs or serious injuries. So we started a full-scale investigation into this hate crime, a very serious crime anywhere. We quickly found two persons of interest on video that we believed were the likely offenders in this case. We initially put out a seeking to identify, and we got this out in a community alert.
So we basically told the citizens of Chicago, keep an eye out for two black guys. I'm sure you'll find them. They'll turn up.
We then started searching the area for video cameras and witnesses that could help us with our investigation. During that time frame, we interviewed over 100 individuals in a canvass of the area and a follow-up canvass as our investigation expanded.
Skip ahead a little bit.
Pod cameras, our investment in a particular direction, and eventually got into a cab. Our investigators located that cab, interviewed the cab driver,
Now, we thought this was weird because it's 2019 and it wasn't an Uber. He got in an actual cab, so that raised some alarms around the station.
some video out of that cab. Followed that cab using all of these surveillance cameras that are located throughout the city, the pod cameras, to an area up on the north side where they abruptly stopped the cab, got out, and walked on foot. Again, the community came together to provide us with security footage from their private camera.
Oh, wait, way to call everybody snitches. So, look, he goes on until we all know what happened. I'm not going to play the whole fucking press conference. But he could face 1 to 3 years if convicted.
He'll do none of that.
You think so?
No, he's not going to do any time.
Yeah, but I mean, which sucks.
He's gonna if he does time, he'll do time like a celebrity does time. He'll get booked in jail and they'll immediately let him go. You know how crowded the fucking jails are in Chicago? They're gonna book him. They're gonna sentence him to like 90 days or some shit, and then he's gonna go do like back when Steve-O got arrested when he was relapsing and going crazy. They threw him in jail for like a day and then it was over. They let him go.
Wait, Steve-O did drugs?
He is like the weirdest fucking success story ever in the history of like drug and alcohol abuse. Like, there's nobody out there that's like, I can't get clean. And you're like, fucking Steve-O got clean.
Yeah.
Steve-O got clean. And now he's always hanging out in LA, and like TMZ always finds him and asks him about stuff, and he's always squeaky clean looking.
Yep.
And just like talking. And like
He's always talking about his dogs that he rescues.
yeah, and that's it. And everybody else from fucking Bam Margera's like fucking drinking himself into he looks like Phil Margera now. And they would go like, Steve-O, what do you think? You just never thought you'd see the day where Bam Margera still lives in Westchester, Pennsylvania,
Right.
and is drinking himself to death. And Steve-O's like, you just got to take up surfing, dude, or like yoga, and just try to work on yourself every day. And you're like, what the fuck happened to Steve-O? I remember the video where he's kicking in his neighbor's door and he's just throwing shit, dude.
Yep.
I miss that Steve-O. We need to get him back on the
On the sauce?
back on the fucking on the gas, yeah.
So